Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense takes the field to start this game off. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right. David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
He'll keep it himself. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Hey, you know what's really easy? It's easy to say, hey, quarterback, run out there, pitch off of that guy, and now your running back gets to go play one-on-one with somebody else. It's got to all work timing-wise, and the defense did a great job flying up, know where to go, make the play, make a quick decision, and you get the fumble and recover in the backfield.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to... The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here. Thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And the Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
Georgia heads to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score. Second and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was Pater.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time it's complete. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. And the Commodores are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught near the sticks. It's Etienne. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to...
There he goes! And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Commodores are moving quickly down the field.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Can't get him to the ground. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second-down situations.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to the running game. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. Line getting set on 2nd down. On the option. He'll pitch it. Past the 1st down marker and still running. Oh, there's an alley on the left. Past the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Commodores now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll return it from the 50. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs! A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. That's such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. From the gun, the ground game. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled there last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
Takes the handoff. It's Etienne. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Got it, looking for a first. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. And the Commodores will punt this one away. He might just try to keep it away from this guy after a house call came after the first punt. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Caught at the 25. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Daniels.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Under fire. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, they're after him. Across the 25, he's got room. Quarterback got it himself. Touchdown, Georgia. And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Backed up now, here's second and long. looking to fire. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Commodores will line up to punt it away. Saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make them miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making it.
Time really needing to get a score.
They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Commodores will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the punt will come to rest just inside the 30.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field. All the speed on the field for that.
Looking deep. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
It feels like every...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. The short hands, it's Daniels. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Aga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got the tight end. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Rides the back on the option to give. He goes out of bounds, and he is really close to the goal line there, knocking on the door. He's piled up 97 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. They'll go to the air. Touchdown, Dogs! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here's a heat. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Here comes the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Offense scoops it up and still going. And launches if the offense was able to get back on top of the football, and yes, it could have been worse, but as it is, it's a safety.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost where you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. And they're not on the same page there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Non-man receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was
nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run it from the gun. Gets it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
The Dogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Shakes off the defender. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Georgia. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing quickly to the tight end. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Commodores in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Zings it complete to the right. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. And the Commodores decide to punt it away. And this ball will be downed at around the 20.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
With the catch, it's Thomas. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all three of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
Well, I think tonight, guys, this quarterback has got to play with a better sense of urgency. I mean, he had all night to throw this football, and he just never decided to get rid of it until it was too late. He got hit, and that forced the incompletion.
Trying to set up the screen. Crosses the 45. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half. The defense needs to start making adjustments.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas between the hedges in Sanford Stadium.
The Commodores will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Looking to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They're looking to throw on second and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Daniels. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have...
Turning it on! They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. They'll leave it with him. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Operating in the red zone here on second down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add that.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game... Zahn, these two right now are definitely on the same page.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Blasted as he lets it go.
This is a situation here in the third quarter. This offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Looking downfield, it's Moncrief. Pocket breaking down. Snags it over the middle. He gave it a big effort, but he stopped at the 22. Not quite enough to move the sticks. It'll be fourth down. And the Commodores send out the punt unit. From midfield, looking for room. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Running behind that left side. He has the first and still on his feet. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. To the ground. He's got it again. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And the Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Gives it on the option.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
He'll get rid of it. Got his man on the right. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Back to pass, it's Moncrief. Pressure coming. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. Commodores line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And this kick will be marked down just inside the 45-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Quick handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead.
Just steamrolling the defense. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. The Bulldogs are rolling down the field. Shows him the stiff arm. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground. No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia! That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Commodores trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Commodores will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And after that punt, that's where they'll mark it. It'll be just inside the 35-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And, David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. It'll be 3rd and long. He'll run it again. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Gore. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. And the Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Give to the running back. And this play will be for no gain, and that is going to do it. Final play of the 4th quarter. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game.